topic, Mr. Patrick Mahomes, Travis KELCE of the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes planned and attended a party at a Kansas City establishment Wednesday following the deadly shooting that killed one person, according to TMZ. And I know this may ruffle a few feathers, ruffle a few chips, if you will. But to me, this did not get enough attention, whether it was nationally. Can't say that locally because I'm not in Kansas City. I haven't even checked their Kansas City, I would say, news, if you will, or sports section to get any more information about this. I just felt I wanted to get on here and kind of give my opinion on it. Again, didn't hear too much in the world of sports. I know how that can be because this party would be essentially tied to that deadly shooting that happened during the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade, I believe. So I know, why people would try to avoid talking about this, again, because you can see that going hand to hand. However, I just think, from my opinion, this should have been handled a different way. And while I've kind of seen some things on Twitter and or Google, which I will read off here shortly, just trying to, I guess, justify and or, right, just give a different point of view from other people's opinions on what happened, right? So again, I'm going to read off some things, give you my opinions, and we'll kind of go from there, and that's going to be the meat and bones of this show today. All right, so a little information I got again. Travis KELCE, along with other teammates, joined Mahomes for the post-parade get-together at a bar in Kansas City. It says Mahomes reportedly came up with the idea shortly after the Chiefs beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. And I guess, people are saying, hey, this party was planned in advance. What exactly does that mean in that moment of that day and or night? Just because we want to say, hey, he came up with this idea a month and a half before this horrific action happened. And that should be the basis for, hey, sweep this under the rug or didn't do enough in terms of Mahomes. I sent a tweet out, I believe. And again, I don't know behind the scenes things where he could have donated or visit hospitals, things of that nature, right? I'm just mainly going off the basis of you went to a dinner the night of a shooting that they were there to celebrate you and your teammates' accomplishments. Yet a whole bunch of people left that parade in sorrow and in disbelief of what happened. And again, Mahomes and KELCE both offered their sympathy on X with some posts. One post read, "I am heartbroken over the tragedy that took place today." KELCE posted, "My heart is with all who came out to celebrate with us and have been affected. KC, you mean the world to me." Meanwhile, Mahomes tweeted, praying for Kansas City. You know what I would have liked done on top of that? And again, I don't know this, if they haven't, behind the scenes done this, but if publicly you want to talk about your feelings and, give your sympathy for those, I would say, I would have took it a step further and I'm willing to step up and assist in whatever capacity that means, pay for possibly medical bills, funerals, right? Knowing how much this city means to me, knowing these people came out to celebrate our victory, that's something I would have done. And I'm not, again, here to cascade any negativity towards KELCE and Mahomes, but I do want to bring more light to it because it should be conversated more. This should not have just got swept up under the rug, due to whatever else that's going on. The NBA All-Star game, which sucked. Few days, probably, few posts. Just like every other shooting, which I'm not here to talk about, essentially. I'm just talking about their actions. We're in the same state. Let's all pray. Praying for the city. Just think, again, in that particular situation, I probably would have publicly just let people know I'm willing to do whatever, to amend and or try to bring some, I don't even have the words for it, because it won't be closure, just helping people that were affected, essentially. Now it says they were slammed online, right, after heading or being spotted heading to this party hours after the, again, heartbreaking Super Bowl parade shooting. Um, they even had KELCE post pictures, post a picture, excuse me, with the cop outside of the bar with the beer in his hand, which a lot of people kind of killed them over. I won't go that far on that. Again, my purpose is to bring more light to it. Should not have just got swept under the rug. And I'll go a little further into this with some opinions that people wrote online, whether that's Google and or X. And one of them, quite frankly, read, "Why let the hate and violence win? And to anyone that has an issue with Travis taking a selfie, clearly the officer asked for it. Would you rather he say no? That would be a slap in the face to the officers who risk their lives in these shooting situations. How do any of you even know the atmosphere inside their private event? It is entirely possible that while planned as a party, may have just been a private dinner. They were also decompressing with their friends and families after the tragedy. I bet the governor ate dinner out too," one person wrote on X. Why let the hate and violence win? How do they win? Because rather than going out, maybe I have a private dinner at my house. Why let the hate and violence win? How do they win if I decide not to have this dinner? Just asking a question. Now, again, to the second part, Travis taking a selfie. We can talk about that another day. And then the next part is they were also decompressing with their friends and family after the tragedy. What about the folks that were severely impacted by the tragedy? Wouldn't it have been nice for Patrick and Travis to show up at the hospital? Right? I get it. They got friends and family. But we're talking about the folks that were directly impacted by this. And we got two superstars who are okay with going out to dinner. Private event, okay? Small amount of people. But yet, just like we typically do as people, we say, hey, what about the governor? I bet he ate out too. This isn't the governor's Super Bowl. And I'm not even trying to get into that part of it. But I just wanted to address that because to me, that's like, hey, look over there while he's doing this over here. Let's go on to the next one. I have no problems with them continue on their plans. Did the mayors, the governors cancel all their evening plans? How about the owners of the Chiefs? Shared another. I'm sure they sent their thoughts and prayers before they went out. Nobody else does a damn thing about gun violence, so why are 2 football players held at a higher standard? A third wrote. Again, did the mayors, governors cancel all their evening plans? Do we know that? As people, we just write stuff. Like, seriously, do we know that? Can we confirm that they did not cancel their evening plans? Do you know that about the owner of the Chiefs? No, we just throw stuff out there sometimes. See if it catch. Well, this is what I'm here for. This is what my show's about. To question these things. We can't just throw these things out there and just let it stick. Yeah, the governor, he didn't cancel anything. He went out to dinner too. And I would say to that, if there was a tragic shooting at some press conference where the governor was, and the governor decided to go out to dinner that night with his friends and family after a tragedy like that, he would get that same energy. Because that's his realm. That's his playing field. Some special dinner, some private function, political event, and this happens, and he decides to go out, best believe I'm going to come for him. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about 2 of the major players on the Super Bowl champions teams who, again, went out to dinner, private event, the night after the shooting. The night of the shooting, excuse me. I'm sure they sent thoughts and prayers before they went out. Yeah. Just throwing this out here, man. And this may not even get anywhere. But why? Why did this not get as much attention as it probably should have? Imagine if this was LeBron James, the Lakers. And all we would say is, oh, but it's LeBron, it's LeBron. It's LeBron, he's held to a different standard. And rah, rah, rah. These are the Super Bowl champs. Former league MVP. Back-to-back champs. And yet we just say, hey, it was a private dinner. A, it's been planned. B, and what does it hurt? I'm trying to decompress, us and our friends. How about we invite those affected out to dinner? How about we pay for some expenses? Again, man, that was the topic for today. I put this on my Facebook page. You can search the Best Unknown Sports Show. Pound BUSS. Best Unknown Sports Show. To recap what I just talked about today, As I said, I would address this. I am a day late, dollar short, they say back in the day. But in any event, again, just wanted to bring this up. May go somewhere, may not. We just can't treat certain athletes the same. I just don't know, if this was LeBron, that this would have just got swept under the rug. And the only reason I'm saying LeBron, who do you want me to compare to in the NFL? They're the two biggest stars, I would say. Lamar Jackson, you think that would have happened? Don't know, but I'm going more towards LeBron. And I'm betting my bottom dollar we still be talking about that right now. So I'll let you simmer on that. Let me know your comments. Please like and subscribe for more. I'm going to give you all I got. I'm going to give you what they don't want to. See you next week.